So I would practice that a couple of times, and then in that exact way, I would look at the next few bars. And you have to figure out what works for you, but for me, and I think for most people, it works to do shorter sections before you do very long sections. So instead of going through the whole piece, your first practice session, I would limit myself, for example, to 8 bars, but almost learn those 8 bars by heart, like so intense, study them. Just find what works for you. It can be something in the middle, but I can tell you that for nobody it works to take very large sections because you simply cannot remember. Short sections and a lot of repetition always gets you there faster. Okay, so let's just dive into a little bit further on in the piece where we are seeing a little solo for the right hand for the first time. It's important that you get a good fingering for here. You can borrow mine, the one that's written here. It is, if we start in bar 12, I'll have it up in the screen for you as well. So the fingering is 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3. And the last is a triplet, which means that those notes are a little bit faster. Normally you have 2 8 notes in one beat. In this case you have 3 8 notes in one beat. So if you think it in 4, if you think the bar in 4, which is why I suggested you to start thinking in 4 beats instead of in 2. 2 is for when you're a little bit more advanced already. You would think 1, 2, 3, 4. Now notice that I had to play them faster in order to fit in that one beat. You can also practice that with the metronome. So have a good fingering here and you'll be all right. And I think the most challenging 2-3 bars of this piece is 16, 17, and 18. And you might wonder what this sign is here. I explained this sign, by the way, in this video over here if you want to know a little bit more about ornaments and how to recognize them. So this sign means that it's a turn, and it means you go 1 above the note. So we're starting on the A sharp as is indicated. We're going 1 above, back to the A sharp, 1 below, back to the A sharp, and then that's the turn. So then we're done. So we start on the A sharp, we go 1 above, A sharp, 1 below, A sharp. So one more time. So it's a bit faster. The idea of the turn is that it is a bit faster. So I just play that for you. About coordination, perhaps you would be most comfortable doing it after the left hand plays for now. There's different ways to do it, of course. I would say there's 2 different ways to do it. I would stick with whatever is most comfortable for you. You can start the turn, so the first note you'll be playing is a B, and you can start it with the left hand. Or you can also start it after the left hand, but then you'll have to play it faster. So first the left hand, and then a turn. I would suggest that you go with whatever is most comfortable for you. So in bar 16 we have the turn, and the left hand is changing rather a lot, so I'd really take a look very much separately at the left hand here as well. After that, we have kind of the climax of the piece actually. And we have another triplet here, which means we start off together with the E and the A, but then first right hand, then left hand, then right hand. If you want to know more about polyrhythm, I cannot get into it in this video, but check out this video here and you'll learn more about polyrhythm, which is playing different rhythms in different hands. Playing triplets against 8 notes is a very common polyrhythm, so check it out there. So for this bar, I think that a good fingering in the right hand is important. Once again, I can show you the one in this edition here. It's 3, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2. So practice a lot separate hands, but also practice very, very much per bar, repeat a lot hands together, because it's going to, the coordination is definitely going to fry your brain a bit. So take the time, don't try to play rhythmically, really try to take the time to remember all the notes before you play it. Take the time, check your fingering. So I think going really slow, practicing first the right hand, first the left hand, just one bar. So I think that's the secret here. Like I said before, shorter sections is usually better. I would practice one bar at a time. For example, if we practice bar 17, what I would do is I would play 3 times the right hand, 3 times the left hand, and then in an even much slower tempo, play hands together. So if you practice right hand like this, I would suggest playing together. And I think that is the problem with a lot of students. They cannot imagine ever playing so slow. I think that's the absolute key. You need to be able to check all your notes, you need to be able to check your fingering, and you need to be able to be conscious about practicing. The more conscious you practice, the faster you'll get there. And that's in the end what we want, right? Okay, so I have like tons more to say, but I see that I'm already so far beyond our time. So I am going to leave it at that. If you're wondering what these signs are here over there, check out this video. And if you have any questions about this, please don't hesitate to comment or contact us in any way. Don't forget to follow us on social media if you want to especially keep up to date with the other things that we're doing. Don't forget that if you're interested in helping us with the launch and you are interested in your free Skype lesson or free score, don't forget to contact us and mentioning what would make you a good promoter for our launch. And don't forget to subscribe. I think I've mentioned everything, and Dimitar will be talking about this same piece next week, only more focused on the musicality of it. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was useful to you. I especially hope that you're going to immediately turn off the YouTube now and go behind the piano and go learn this piece, because it is so beautiful. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next week.